here from Holiday Club again. Today we're going to make chocolate chip cookies. So what you'll need is, if you follow me down, you'll need baking sheets, and I've got 3 of those with baking parchment on it. I'll move that out of the way. Then we've got 300 grams of chocolate chips, 150 grams of butter or margarine. We've got margarine because we're on lockdown and we haven't been out to buy butter. We've got an egg, 225 grams of plain flour, 80 grams of light brown sugar, 80 grams of granulated sugar. Then we've got vanilla extract, bicarbonate of soda and table salt. We've also got out a fork, a spoon, some measuring spoons. That's a teaspoon, half a teaspoon and a quarter of a teaspoon, a wooden spoon. I'm using a hand whisk and I've got a big bowl to put it all in. So now we'll start. So in our big bowl we're going to put in the butter or margarine and both lots of sugar. Okay, so we've got our sugar and our butter in the bowl. But before we do anything else, we need to put the oven on. So we need it on at 190 degrees C or gas mark 5. Okay, so now I'm going to use a hand whisk and I'm going to beat those together until they're creamy. You can use a hand whisk or you can use a wooden spoon, but you'll need adult supervision if you're going to start using electrical items. Okay, so we're going to pause the video now so we can go away and cream our sugar and butter together. See you in a minute. Okay, we've finished creaming our margarine and our sugar together, so we can take our hand whisk away. We'll get rid of the beaters so you can now see it's light and creamy. In that we're going to mix in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and our egg. So the teaspoon measure we need and the vanilla extract, 1, 2, and we're going to use, and I'm going to break my egg into a separate bowl just to start with. That helps to make sure I've got no shell or anything in it. And then I'll beat it up just very slightly. And I'm going to add it to my mixture. And then with my wooden spoon, I'm going to mix that in. As you can see, it's a bit runny at this stage, but that's fine. You've not done anything wrong if it looks like that. Okay, so we've got to that stage. Now we're going to put in the rest of the ingredients. So we're going to put in our 225 grams of plain flour and half a teaspoon, that's that one, of bicarb, and a quarter of a teaspoon of table salt. Mix those all in. That's when it'll start getting a bit stiffer now. It'll start looking more like biscuit mixture. Okay, got all the flour in, so just check my bowl. There we go. So that's our biscuit mixture ready, apart from the important bit, which is putting in the chocolate chips. Just empty those all in. Let me see. Give them a good mix round. Otherwise some people will get some chocolate chips and others won't. And that is ready to put on the baking tray. Okay, so I'm going to move that down there. I'm going to get my baking trays. Now we're going to get about 27 or 30 biscuits out of this mixture. So we want it about that size. Plonk it on the paper. This paper's doing its own thing, curling up. So you can see that they're quite spread out. And I'm going to continue doing this until I've got them all on the trays. So if you want to go away and do that bit, and I'll go away and do that bit, then we'll come back when we've got them all ready to cook. See you in a minute. Right, so here's our biscuits all on the trays. I've got 27. Don't worry if they merge into each other when they're cooking. That'll be fine, you can just break them up when they're cooked. So we're going to put them in the oven for about 10 minutes until they're light brown around the edges. Okay, so I'll see you in a few minutes when they're cooked. Okay, so we've taken them all out of the oven. They're all still hot. We haven't burnt ourselves because we've had help getting them out of the hot oven. And we're going to leave them now on the trays until they're cold. So you've got to leave them for a couple of hours because at the moment the chocolate is still soft, so they'd be horrible to try and get off the trays at the moment. So I hope you enjoy eating chocolate chip cookies. Bye for now.